When do you speak your best? Is it in that high-pressure situation, in a job interview, sitting across the table from a man in a suit and tie, with questions poised and ready to catch you? Or is it when you're standing in the grocery store, calling your mum, asking her which brand of flour to buy? Yeah, me too. It's very difficult sometimes to take that same level of confidence into an interview. But today, I'm here to help. My name is Daniel. I've been helping people with their job interviews for quite a while, especially those doing it in English, maybe for the first time. Today, we're going through why you're able to hold confidence with your mum and not at a job interview and how to fix it. We're going to go through 3 stages to this video. Firstly, we're going to have why you speak well to your mum. Second one is what's going on in the interview. And the last one, we're going to go through how to fix it with a practical exercise to help you. Let's get straight to it. 1. Why do you speak well with your mother? Well, it's very simple. You've spent years building up a relationship in which you trust her. She supports you, she listens to you, and you feel relatively safe to ask her opinion or to hear her questions. And that safety, it builds confidence. Now let's compare that to an interview. You're sitting across from a complete stranger. You don't know them from a bar of soap, and they are literally there to judge you. The stakes are high, there's a lot of pressure, and what does all of that do? It kills your confidence. So if we're in a situation where we don't have any confidence anymore, what are we to do? We can't change the situation. We can't change the person. The only thing we can really change is us. And the way to do that is to build confidence, which brings us on to part 2. What happens in a job interview? Let's go through it. It's always fairly similar, depending on the job. You come in, you sit down, there's a person or a couple of people or a whole group of people, and they are there to interview you. They will judge you. They're wanting to find out, are you the right person for the role? Sit down, there's questions, there's answers, there's discussion, and that's it. So why are we so worried? This is what I've found out. When you do get into an interview, and you've probably been in a similar situation, you're quite scared. There's a lot of fear, uncertainty, a lot of fear of the unknown happening. They're sitting there, you don't know what's going to happen. Then they ask you a question. That moment when they're about to ask you the question and then they ask it to you, that's the worst. Because we know once we start talking, we're fine, right? If we start talking, I hope you have practiced, but we've practiced all the questions. We know ourselves, we know our work, unless you're completely just winging it and faking it to get a nice job. You should know what you're talking about, right? And so once you're talking, you're fine and you relax very quickly. And then it just comes out, just like you've rehearsed, right? But that one moment where they ask the question, that's the key. So that's what we're aiming to fix. All we need to do is zoom in on that one moment in the interview. Fix that, and the rest is easy. So on to part 3. This is our secret weapon: understanding and practice. The understanding is this. The biggest thing we're afraid of is the unknown. We don't know what the question is going to be. But we can practice this to remove some of that fear. There will always be an element, I will admit that, but we can definitely practice in a specific way that can help us stop having such a large fear of the unknown and actually practice and start learning to enjoy answering questions that we don't have an answer for. If we can master this, then all of a sudden a job interview or even any questions in our life that we receive that we don't know, they become much easier. So how do we do this? Here is the most practical, basic exercise that we can do, and it really helps. I do this myself. My students all do this as well. It's fantastic. All we need to do is practice answering questions that we don't know. Now, you don't need anyone to help you with this. You can just make them up. As you're going about your daily business, make up random questions and ask yourself those questions and try and answer them succinctly and immediately. No pauses, no breaks, just start. Now, do these need to be serious questions? No, you can make them whatever you want. Why can't I touch my toes? Why do people have bad hair days? I don't know. What's the square root of 587.6? It doesn't matter. The real important part is that you practice answering, even if you don't know what to say. For example, if you're doing like the mathematical one, square root of whatever I said, it matters that you practice answering. So for example, if that was my question that I gave myself, I got it. If that was the answer I gave myself, then I would say something like, well, I'm not quite sure what the answer to that is, but I do appreciate mathematics. I think mathematics are really helpful. Go around the answer and still answer the question, even if you don't have the exact answer. If they give you a difficult question and you can't just smack an answer back, you need to dance around it and give them something that shows you're very intelligent, but may not have that exact answer at that exact moment. If you practice this daily, then when you're in an interview situation, you will have a different level of confidence that you didn't have before. This is all due to the fact that you know I have answered a million different random questions. Like the questions they're going to give me aren't half as hard as the random ones I've been giving myself. And you walk in there with a lot more relaxation in your shoulders. You can go in there confident, knowing that you've put in the work and you've got the confidence there. You don't need to trust them. You don't need to know who that person is or what questions they've got. Your confidence is within yourself. Speak to him like you speak to your mother. You'll be just fine. I hope this has helped you with your job interview. Let me know how it goes. Bye-bye.